Okay.
Right.
Good
Hello.
afternoon. Hello, Jess. Welcome to. Thank you for inviting me. How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you? Thank you for also getting this together and making it happen for the group.
Yeah, we love Laredo. We want to bless the people in Laredo, and I like connecting with new business people, with entrepreneurs. I like to connect with people doing business in Laredo. If you're a business owner, or if you work for a business company, my heart goes out to you. I don't know how you're surviving right now, but things are coming back soon. I believe the economy will turn around, Jess, and you will do
Yes,
well.
definitely. No, definitely. And more than anything, it's been as a business owner, I think all of us have had to think outside the box. For the ones that, for unfortunately, there's been some that I've seen that aren't going to reopen. But for those of us that were able to adapt to change and just make it happen and continue, it's just looking forward to reopening our doors soon. But I think it's critical, more than anything, just like this group came together for helping each other when it came to products or information. It's critical to do that also for the business community right now, and for all of us to be connected and know what resources are available right in the community to get us through this and just push us forward.
Yeah, I love this group because we nobody had answers. This is the first time that this happens to our generation. Nobody had answers. People had questions, and there was lots of information out there. And I want to thank the people, the moderators, and yourself for building this application so that we can communicate. COVID-19 Laredo support. This is your group, and it's an honor for me to be part of this. So Jess, how did this start? I remember coming across it and I said, "What a great idea! I wonder who came up with the idea. How did you come up with the idea, or how long ago did you start with this group?"
So pretty much, honestly, it was I want to say as we had the first case of COVID in Laredo. And then just following the national news as things were developing. Um, I got concerned about what was going to happen in our community and how we were going to go about handling this. More, it was just, honestly on a whim of just pure concern and how this was going to impact our community. That it was in one between 1 to 3 in the morning that I decided to start the group, and it was important for me because again I knew that one, we needed to be connected and just to pass along information to each other as far as um, anything regarding COVID, what was going to happen, anything and everything having to do with COVID. So that's pretty much just how this group started. It was just to share information, and then it just developed on its own into what it's developed to, um, which was, it was very uplifting and really nice just to, I give obviously, and it's the credit is where it's due, and it's to the community because I wasn't able to, have done any of this by myself. It was everybody that participated and jumped in as a moderator from day one. And then everybody in the community that started helping everybody, or everybody that started to help each other out. Honestly, it was just everybody in the community that made this group so successful.
Can we say now? Um, can we say, yeah, now, people of Laredo, members of the group, you deserve a trophy. You deserve something for hanging out there and being strong. So I myself, in behalf of COVID-19 Laredo support, And Jess would like to congratulate you, people of Laredo, members of this group, that you did a fantastic job of keeping together, of watching out for each other. I mean,
Mhm.
this is beautiful, Jess. I love what you're doing. This group has even uh, allowed me to be a participant, and you're right. This group does share important information. We didn't know where to go or what to say, and people, were asking questions, and I believe this group was very helpful also because people were locked inside their homes. And I remember we started to help the community and say, hey, things are going to be okay, we're here, everybody is on this group, we were checking each other and
Mhm.
moving on. And then the resources that you cannot find anywhere. I like when people would say, hey, HEB has this on sale, and it's on, and you can go get it, or at this other place, and it was a good amount of information that we could share. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
I
on where
wa-
they could find products, and especially, one of the other things that was amazing, and if you go back to the initial post back to March, it was especially, when we heard in the news that this was affecting the elderly population, just the outpour of people willing to help willing to help our elderly community in Laredo, and also a lot of people, helping each other as far as, or helping single moms that could not leave their house, that had several children and were scared. That was amazing, and really, it was very nice to see that we have so many people in Laredo that, that honestly, it was that whole slogan that everybody kept using, we're all in this together. But it was that, we weren't alone. None of us were alone in this group. And it was like, if anything, you were having difficulty coping with the situation and breaking down, or needed just, somebody to tell you that it was going to be okay. You saw that in the group, because we had several posts, or actually a lot of posts of people just, randomly saying they were scared. They didn't know what was going to happen. And then you would have like, over 100 comments under the post of people just like, trying to help that person, reaching out, saying, send me a direct message or call me. And that was beautiful to see, because again, this wasn't, this was just a community helping out each other.
Yes, I really like that. I saw people reaching out and answering questions and motivating people. Some of our local businesses were struggling, and people were struggling with food. We thank God we had the food banks rolling. Um,
Yes. Hmm.
those and the elderly. I never thought about that, Jess. So I saw that as well on this group, that there was a time when the help was needed, and I believe this group helped the elderly, just by caring, and listening to the needs of the elderly. People got motivated to do something. There are several other groups in Laredo that also started, and they were helping the elderly, and they were buying groceries out of their own money and making deliveries to these
Yes.
people, and that was beautiful. I've never seen that before. One thing I like about the community of Laredo is that Laredoans always find a way how to bounce back quickly and fast.
Yes.
And I was surprised to see more people helping other people than really people struggling. That's how people are in Laredo. Siempre van a ayudar al prójimo. Me gusta que el pueblo de Laredo se une de inmediato cuando hay una emergencia, se une el pueblo y responden. So, gracias, pueblo de Laredo, residentes, miembros de este grupo. Beautiful, Jess.
Yes, yes, no, definitely. It was it's very nice, and just very heartwarming to see just the response out of everyone. And I know that as we move forward and we change from different phases that we're going through, as far as now with the reopening of businesses, and we're going into, just different phases. I know that moods change. People have different ideas as to what path we should take, or what we should post, what we shouldn't post, what we should allow. All these different things that I want to let everyone know is that I understand. I understand everyone's concern. I understand that everybody's coming from a good place of just wanting to make sure that we move forward in the right direction. But I think that that's why it's so important to continue engaging and communicating and letting us know, their thoughts and opinions. And that's why this podcast is going to be so important, because that's what we're going to be able to do is, if you need answers from, specific, specifically from somebody, or from whatever it is, we want to
Right.
bring that on to and invite them to talk to them and give them the information and provide that to the community, so we get the correct answers from the right people.
Yes. So as I get to know more people, in this group, I also understand, Jess, that you are a business owner, that you own a business, and that can you tell us a little bit more about your business? I would like to know, exactly, and then I'll tell you a little bit about me, so people can get familiar. But I think the business owners in Laredo, women business owners are very important to the city. Can you tell me more about your business?
Yes, definitely. So my business is Hire Right Now Staffing LLC. It's located in 3911 Jaime Zapata Highway. We are the only staffing agency in South Laredo. So the way we operate is businesses call us and will ask us to recruit for their specific industry. So mostly we specialize in warehousing and administrative jobs. Before the pandemic, we were helping several businesses, warehouses, and specifically to fill their vacancies. And and that's pretty much the what we offer as a business is employment. But we had to close down, or I chose and I decided to close down within the first case, because I took it very serious. Obviously, this was something that no one has ever dealt with or handled, and it was just something that I wasn't willing to take a chance with my employees or anybody. It was my staff, my community first before profit. So we just, we've been closed since. But one of the things that I've done that has helped me continue, move forward, readjust, and just continue moving forward is a support group and the network of people that I have around me. That just have been very supportive, and just staying on top of the news on what's going on, and just restructure and keep moving forward. And I think it's very important, to have that support system, the right people around you to help you and guide you through difficult situations, especially, in business. I mean, in anything, it's important, but it's critical for this, for your business survival, to have the tools and resources and people around you to help you. So that's one of the things, as a female business owner, that I can't stress out enough to the females, in our community that own a business. If they're struggling, if they need have questions, anything, they can go ahead. They can go ahead and reach out to me, and we can definitely see how we can, connect them to the right resources or people to help them.
That's good, Jess. Do you plan to, are you planning to reopen, or are you looking at that this week? I know, the governor of Texas has opened some businesses.
Yes. So we were looking into hopefully opening up again in June. It's tentative. It's a date that we gave ourselves to possibly reopen. But again, we're not in a rush to open the doors until we feel that it's just safe for everybody, because we are in the business of people. So we come in contact into a lot of with a lot of people. So one of our things is just being cautious and following the news, following city and county information, and then taking the appropriate action when we feel that we're ready.
So thank you, Jess, for sharing a little bit about your business. It's a staffing agency. I've seen you post vacancies. That's good. People need to know if there are vacancies. I feel that your company will be very important as the economy bounces back. I truly believe that your business will do well. It'll excel, and you will be sharing job opportunities with the group. I mean, so I also
Definitely.
wanted to, yeah, to take time to tell you just a little bit about me. And my name's Pastor David Delgado. I'm resident of Laredo for so many years. I'm a senior pastor at Laredo Gateway Church, but I'm also a businessman. So I know how difficult it is, when times like this come about business. My wife, Blanca, we also have a church in Rio Bravo, Texas. We also have the food bank in Rio Bravo. So, I this COVID-19 Laredo support group has been helping us, expand our reach and our resources. So just thank you for making me part of this group. I truly believe that God has set you up as a leader in our community, and you have good ideas, and we want to help you. We want to help you establish, communication skills across the people of Laredo. Help them out. Help our community. And I love your idea about doing the podcast. You know, so this is our first podcast, and you've done
Yes.
great. Yes.
Thank you, no, and thank you for making it possible. I mean, it wouldn't have been possible without you. So thank you for offering to help me with this project. And I think that everybody's going to benefit a lot from what we're about to start. So hopefully everybody stays tuned, and we're gonna have some great guests that I know both of us are gonna work hard to bring on board, and and just help us all get through this.
Yes, and what I think what we are looking for, Jess, is we want to help business leaders like yourself. So if there's any business people out there that are struggling, message us on this face group. Maybe we can interview you. Tell us about your business. What are you struggling? A little while ago, Jess, I had a person on my Facebook come on and say, "Hey, my name is such and such. I do car wash, and I want to establish my business." So we want to help the community, people that are business owners or want to open a business. We want to help them. And just thank you for
Yes.
sharing your skills, your knowledge. We've got one more minute in our podcast, and I'm going to give that to you just to close out. Tell us, where are we going with this podcast? Tell us, what are we doing, and I'm listening. I'm here to help you too as well.
Well, definitely no, and thank you so much for this. Well, pretty much the idea is just to create different segments. Obviously, have a segment for medical professionals that could provide answers to the community, and then also have different guests that the community wants to hear from, and and especially also, like you mentioned, business owners, resources, other business leaders, and for them to provide insight to the community. What are they doing to stay ahead, or what are they doing also to weather this pandemic out, and what advice can they offer to other business owners, and just try to create that network and that community, and unite everybody, because again, I think that our community is close knit. I think we all care deeply about each other and our families, and just making sure that, not just ourselves but everybody's family makes it through, and that we move forward, together.
Amen. Thank you, Jess. So this is once again, this is Jess and Pastor David on COVID-19 Laredo Support Group. We are here to bless you. We bless the listeners and we bless the city of Laredo. God bless you. As tomorrow is Memorial Day. Tomorrow is a day that we remember the fallen soldiers that have protected our nation. So also the family members that have lost a soldier. Tomorrow, Memorial Day, be safe. Be careful. We love you and God bless you. Take care.
Bless you.
Jess,
Bye-bye. Thank you.
bye.